With this video, you are going to learn how to use computer-aided design software. The software you're going to use is Solid Edge version 2020. You need to use this software to do your assignment. Solid Edge is a popular software used by small and medium companies. Compared with other CAD software, there is a major difference between Solid Edge and other softwares. Apart from the user interface may look different. We are going to use three main modules of the Solid Edge. One is the part used to create 3D model. The second one is a draft used to produce 2D drawings from 3D model. The third one is assembly, which is the one we use to put all the parts together to make assembly model. After you start the Solid Edge, you will see a window similar to this one. You may have a different background, maybe a white background, depends on the settings. If you look at the top bar here, we call it title bar. You'll find the version of the Solid Edge and also what is the environment used. Here is a part. The line below this one, we call it control menu. Under each tab, you have a series of commands which controls modeling process. The area below the control menu is a main bar. They are commonly used commands. You can choose directly without access the control menu. On the left top corner, this area we call feature bar. Each time when you add one more feature to your model, you have one more item appear here. That is the place you need to access to change, to edit the feature of the model. This is the working area. We have a 3 reference plane here. Use of mouse button is very important for us to create a 3D model. We have left click help us to select and deselect the command. It can select an object in the working area. It can pop up a drop-down menu. A further click will select the command. Unlike the other software such as a Microsoft Word, it doesn't use the right click often, but you need to know how to use a right click so as you can carry out the modeling using Solid Edge. Right click can pop up a command menu and a further left click will select the command. The right click can cancel the current command. One more important thing you should remember. Do not hold the mouse button when you actually move the mouse. It is very, very important to remember that. Modeling. A 3D model is created using a 2D profile. We call this profile as a base feature. From a 2D profile, a 3D model can be extruded to get a 3D model. When we create a 2D profile, we must make sure this 2D profile is a closed loop. Otherwise, you will not be able to create a 3D model. You'll get error message. For example, if you want to create a triangle bar, so we can draw 3 lines. Right. Looks like we have a triangle here. If we want to extrude it into the third direction, we can click on this close sketch. Oops, you got some error message. Why? It is because these points between these two are not joined properly. This line isn't connected with the end of that line. So we call this kind of profile is not a closed profile. Each time when you get the error message, you know there's something wrong. To fix it, we delete that line and draw a line properly. You'll see this indicator is called end point. And with that one appears as end point, click. If you right click now, it will cancel the second line. If you click the close sketch now, you can see you have chance to extrude into the third direction. If you put the right dimension here in the box 100 and press return, you get this fixed. At the same time, you'll see one more line here. This has been given automatically, right? So we have a one protrusion here. If you want to change the dimension here, we have to come back to do that, to change this one rather than click on the model itself. Right, as we mentioned, we have some tools, we call them pop-up indicator on screen to help us to do a 2D profile properly. Commonly used indicators are the endpoint, we see that one, then the point on, we're going to show it later on, then we have the midpoint, we have the center point, we have the tangent. This is the endpoint we see before, a short line with spot at the end. This is the point on indicate mouse is on this line without give a precision. This is the midpoint indicator here that indicates mouse is on this line, the precision is right in the middle. This is the indicator for center point that indicates mouse is on the center of this circle. Right, here are some examples about pop-up indicators. Assuming you have a line like this, you want to draw another line from this line. Then you mirror your line to here. You have the indicator is called point on. It means your mouse is on the line, but it doesn't give precision. If you mirror to the end, you have this indicator that indicates your mouse is on the line and the precision is the end of this line. If you mirror to the middle, right, the indicator appears like this. That means your mouse is on the line and the precision is in the middle of the line. If you draw a circle, right, if you want to draw another circle, which is concentric with this circle, so you can use the circle command. But how do we know our mouse is set to circle? So the way to do that is approach to the circle first, and then you can have this one center appears, then you move your mouse to there. Then you have the center point indicator appears, and you click, and then you release the mouse key and click again. This circle will be in concentric with the first one. If you want to draw a line tangent to the circle, so click and mirror approach to the circle, but it's not tangent yet. The mirror you are, okay, you see both point on and tangent pairs. That indicates the line is tangent to the circle. So now this line is in tangent with that circle. So these are different indicators which can help us to do a proper 2D profile. As we mentioned before, on the top left corner, we have an area. We call this Feature Pathfinder. In this area, each time you create a new feature, you will see one item appear here. As you can see here, we have one triangle bar, then we have one feature here, which represents this triangle bar. If you want to change the dimension for triangle bar, you cannot just click on the triangle bar. What you need to do is to right-click on this feature, which represents the triangle bar. Then you have a list command allows you to change and edit the bar. That is the place you can use to edit the bar. You also can access that one, which is the same as the edit profile as the one here. But the difference between these two is these drop-down menu gives you more options than graphic symbols on screen. So if you want to change the dimension of the triangle bar, just click here. The system will brings you back to the point when you draw the triangle. Now you can use Smart Dimension tool to change the dimension to whatever you want. For example, 50 here. Then you can close sketch. Before you click on the finish, you can change the length of the triangle bar here. Click on the dimension, then you can make the change. Right, then you can click on finish. So that is how do we actually use Feature Pathfinder to change the feature of your 3D part. After you create a model, you need to save your model to your computer. You are suggested to create a CAD folder to save all your CAD files. Under this CAD folder, you need to create two subfolders. One is called exercises. The other one is called assignment. Use assignment folder for your assignment files only. You should not create any subfolder under the assignment folder, because if you do that, the files in the subfolder will not be saved as a part of your assignment for the submission. All the files has to be in the same folder when you actually zip the file and submit it for your assignment. Tutorial exercises. You need to follow the CAD tutorial instructions to complete weekly exercises given by the CAD tutorial instructions. The CAD tutorial instructions can be found on Sarulan. Students need to complete the older exercise given by the CAD tutorial instruction within the week. Additional learning tutorials are available if the CAD tutorials are completed by the students and the student want to learn more. YouTube videos are available. The links can be found in the CAD tutorial instruction for some of the exercises. These YouTube links are there to help you to learn Solid Edge and to complete some of the exercises. Most of the exercise will be used as the assignment model. That's it for this video.